Hey friends, thanks for joining me today. We had a opportunity to go down and take part in the Blue Collar Tour presented by Western Welding Academy.
Collar tour, traveling around the country, teaching kids like you about the blue collar trades. Now, we got a lot of stuff to give away today. Okay, we have some great sponsors that sponsor some really awesome stuff, but here's the deal. If you guys don't make noise and get rowdy, we're gonna pack up and leave. When I say blue collar, you say tour! Blue collar! Tour! Blue collar! Tour! Bam!
Alright, show of hands in here. Who's all welded before? Keep your hands up if you've stick welded, TIG welded, MIG welded, submerged arc welding.
So, first thing, we got this CRC weld aid. This is really useful if you got any, if you're doing MIG or stick welding. You know, you get BBs with it. So, you just kind of spray it like that. So, that's just the CRC weld aid. But, first things first, we got our TIG torch. 2 lines running out of it. We got the one that's this black and clear one. That's going to be our gas running down to the hoses on the floor. If you see a green hose on the floor, do not step on it. Okay? That's our gas. I think if you guys have MIG welded, you know what happens if you don't have gas or TIG welded. And then we got this green line that runs up to the welder. This is all the electrical actually letting us get an arc to our piece. But that all just gets covered under the handle. The other thing with it is we got a couple other components because you can't just weld with a handle on it. So we're going to start by putting this together. And we got our first 2 parts that we're going to put on is this white piece. It's called a cup gasket. And then we got our gas lens, which is actually going to allow our gas to flow through. And we're just going to thread that on in the front like that. There we go. Okay. Just thread it on. Hand tight, just like that. Then, can anyone tell me the difference between these cups? Yep, the end. Okay. Yep. The bigger you go with it, the more gas flow you're going to get. But at the same time, you're not going to be able to get in there as well. So we're going to start off with the 6. They're all labeled. You got, I know there's a bunch of different sizes for them, but we're just going to start off with 6. That just threads onto that gas lens. Just like that. Hand tight with that. We don't want to over tighten it. Then we got our collet, which is actually going to hold on to our tungsten. Just put that in the back there. And then we got our back cap. That just threads onto the back again. And then we got our tungsten. We want a nice sharp point on there. Yeah, we want a nice sharp point on there because if you have it rounded off, it's going to want to jump. Your arc doesn't want to stay in one single spot, and it's just going to jump on you. So we're going to throw that in the front of it. It's going to go right through that center of that gas lens here, with a little bit of a stick out, kind of like that. And then you just tighten up this back cap, which will tighten up that collet, which will hold that tungsten in place. So we got that in, we got that set. We should end up with an 1/8 inch gap all the way around. Okay. Now I think that looks pretty good right there. QC. This is where you come into play. We want to make sure that all these sides are flush with each other, that the gaps are the same. You know, it's all good all the way around. So I need you to come check it, make sure it's all good. Well, and then it doesn't really matter. It's either 3 or 9. It's no big difference. But before we do that, when I say eyes, or quasi even, if I say eyes, cover, fire in the hole, something along that line, that means people that are in the front, drop your hoods. You know, people in the back, face the screens, and, you know, try not to look at the blue light. So we'll just make sure that gas is running. Huh? Just barely. All right. Make sure you cover.
Fire in the hole.
There we go. We got our first tack in. The exact opposite is, I think it's right about here. Make sure you cover again.
Fire in the hole.
So Western Welding Academy is a welding school. They say that they are the #1 welding school in the world, and it's believable looking at what their students do after they graduate. So we had this opportunity.
I'm sure most of you guys know when you do welding, it gets hot, it warps. I tend to put in a small tack here so it doesn't open this side up a bunch. So we're just gonna put a little itty bitty one in there. Cover.
Fire in the hole.
There we go. We got that last tack in there. At front of that tack, and then once you got that heat up, you can start filling in that wire. You just want to make sure you get good fusion. Make sure you cover again. And you're just going to kind of wiggle this thing back and forth. You just want to get some backing to it. This next pass that we'll make after is going to really do a lot of the fusion because we can turn it up. But we're just going to try to get a little bit of fusion with each side. We're just going to run it back and forth. Just feeding that wire in there.
We were able to go down to New London High School. The instructor there, Matt May, invited us, and we were allowed to take part in it. And it was a fantastic opportunity. We learned a lot. They gave out a ton of prizes, a ton of drawings, just different stuff. One of my students participated in the TIG welding contest there and took second place, got a automatic welding helmet. It was an awesome opportunity. I'm going to let you watch this because they'll explain way more than I could. And it was just a really neat opportunity, and I'd really like to thank Matt May and New London High School for allowing us to take part.
There's one person get the T right.
Come on, what's TIG stand for? Tungsten inert gas. What kind of gas are we using though? Acetylene.
I don't think that would be right.
Incorrect. We're about to have a jumping jack competition in here.
So there's that first pass done, or that first part of it. Beginning. Then we're gonna just heat up. Once that front of that tack is hot, we can then start filling in that wire.
Fire in the hole. Do you guys know where you would see this type of application?
Pipe welding.
Pipe welding is correct. Or else?
What job sites?
All right, Liam, tell them. Where will you see something like this?
With TIG welding, you're gonna see a lot of it done if you need that inside of that pipe clean. So with stick pipe welding or even MIG, you end up with a lot of BB shooting through it and making a big mess on the inside. But if you need it nice and clean, that's where you're really gonna see it. Stainless, you're gonna see a lot of that in either high heat or food grade. That's where that stainless really comes into play. Stainless TIG is the main thing there. There we go. Okay. And that's that root in.
When I say blue collar, you say Tor. Blue collar. Tor. Blue collar. Tor.
All right, let's give some stuff away. Gather around. All right, I got another trivia question. We got a big prize for this one too. I want to do these DeWalt adjustable wrenches here. Okay, so tell me, how much pressure can this pipe hold? 1 minute to whip out the best TIG weld. Okay, now I'm gonna give you a number. Don't forget your number. All right, you need to remember this. And then what's gonna happen is give you a minute, we'll count down, and then we'll have the ESOB rep come up here and judge it. So I'm gonna give you a number, don't forget.
1, 2, 3,
1.
4, 5,
1. Go over and talk to Devin.
Keep them low.
All right, we're below 10.
Concept?
All right, so
Want me to show you? Yep.
clear as mud?
See the concept?
Good.
Basically, imagine this is a 50-ounce barrel and you're trying to roll it across the shop. Okay? Let's try it out.
Back up.
This guy's like, let me go.
And then you start adding to it, right? Okay. 1 second, I'll draw a line for you.
I want to win a sticker.
You want a
Grab your
sticker?
filler. Grab your filler.
This guy wants a sticker, Trevin.
Keep your cup resting on there and then
And we're live.
4, 3, 2, 1, 0.
Zero.
could have gone a little wider, but that was
Sheesh. All right.
Pretty good for starting 2 days ago.
Last but not least.
I've never done that.
Well to choose from. Number 3.
number 3.
You're giving it to number 3, and then this second place. It's 7.
7.
All right, number 3, get over here. Yeah. All right, and number 7, get over here. Wait right there for me. Get up top there.
I thought I was going to win this.
All right, number 1, you get this outlaw leather welding hood and an auto change. Everybody give him a round of applause. Very good, very good. Now for you, you're going to, ESOB has sponsored this welding hood right here for you. Okay, you're just gonna have to give me some information and they're gonna ship it to you, okay? Sound good? All right, everybody give him a round of applause. Good work. Hold him up, show it off.
It was a close one.
Show it off. Yeah. Yeah, all right, okay.
There you go. Sit back just a little bit. And when you're ready, just pull that wire away and pull off. Yep.
He would have won that welding competition, hands down.
Nah. I don't know. Close. I didn't even show him anything.
All right, guys, show off your hair. Come on, let's see that hair. Move it around a little bit. Yeah. Shake it. All right, so
2, 3! Hey guys, we're just wrapping up in New London, Iowa. What a great show. These kids are amazing. We had a lot of fun, but together, let's build